Welcome to Mindfulness with Steve. Thank you for joining me for another session of guided relaxation, another adventure of the mind. In today's journey, we will visit and enjoy the practice of deep breathing and contemplation, while we appreciate what this imaginary world has to offer us. Before we begin, some of you may want to start with a progressive muscle relaxation exercise, which can be accessed from the description below, while others may prefer another pre-trip routine, or none at all. It is completely up to you. When ready, let us bring our attention back to the breath. Take in a deep breath now, and let it go without pause. Another breath in, and another breath out. Another breath in, another breath out. And so on. Now is the time for an inner journey, one that will take you deep under the ocean waves for an experience unlike any other. Imagine now, in your mind's eye, that you are a passenger aboard a small boat that is anchored off the coast of a small tropical island. This island is covered with palm trees and encircled by a brilliant, white, sandy beach. As this is your adventure, you can either be alone or be with other travelers. The midday tropical sun is high above, shining down onto the dark blue sea and patches of turquoise water closer to the shoreline. The atmosphere is warm, with a slight taste of salt wafting through the air. Directly above, you can see a flock of seagulls as they circle high overhead, looking for food as they soar among the air currents. You look around at your immediate surroundings, and you notice that you are wearing a black and yellow wetsuit. And attached to your back is a scuba tank full of oxygen, along with a mask and your regulator, which allows you to breathe while underwater. The purpose of your adventure today is to plunge down into the ocean depths, to explore the seafloor in search of coral reefs and an elusive sunken treasure chest, rumored to rest on the sandy bottom. It is now time to don your mask. Insert your regulator and slip your feet into a pair of swimming fins before you fall backwards from the boat into the deep blue sea. As we enter the ocean and sink beneath the surface, you concentrate again on your breath, taking a deep and slow breath in before slowly exhaling. A deeper breath in and a long breath out. A deep breath in and a longer breath out. And so on. As you continue to focus on the breath, pay attention to the exhilarating sensations that you feel and observe all around you. First, there is the sight and sound of air escaping and rising to the surface in a formation of bubbles. The sound is rhythmic and soothing, reminding you of those early experiences, blowing bubbles in the bathtub or swimming pool. And next, there is the sun above you and its attempts to penetrate the surface with wide columns of multicolored, refracted light that seem to shimmer and dance. Schools of fish can be seen swimming between them, darting in and darting out in sudden, quick bursts of speed. The taste of salt permeates your lips now, and there is the sensation of weightlessness as you swim towards the sandy floor, descending deeper and deeper, so deep that the pressure in your ears changes several times, reminding you of traveling on an airplane. As you dive deeper and deeper still, the water becomes colder and less light permeates the space all around you. Diving deeper and deeper. Every movement you make now is gentle, smooth and efficient, with no wasted energy or tension. The breathing is slow and steady, and your body and mind feels at peace, as if the weight of gravity and the concerns of the surface world have been lifted off your shoulders. Diving deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Let us bring your attention once more back to the breath. Take in a deep breath now and let it go. Another breath in. Another breath out. Another breath in. And another breath out. Just like this. Soon you reach an undersea cliff, where you notice an opening just large enough for you to pass through. And knowing that your destination is close at hand, you gently kick your swimming fins and propel yourself forward on a steep, downward angle, passing through the small opening and entering into a bewildering spectacle. As your eyes observe a seafloor covered in multicolored corals, fluorescent plants, and schools of neon-colored fish gliding past your eyes. And looking closer, you can see friendly stingray sharks covered in sand on the seabed, barely noticeable to the naked eye. As amazing as this sight is to behold, you continue on with your search. You do not know how long your journey takes, for time is irrelevant here in this imaginary world. But before long, you observe a dark box-like shape in the distance. Swimming closer and closer to the box, you soon realize you have completed your quest. You have found the rumored treasure chest. As you kick your fins and circle around the box, examining its dark features that are reminiscent of wooden trunks that once lined the deck of tall ships riding the fair winds, you decide to pry open the lid and to peer inside. What you find now is for you, and you alone to discover. Remember, this is your adventure, and it's up to you to decide its outcome. Whether it's an object you discover, or perhaps a message, or something else entirely. Take a few minutes now, while breathing deeply and mindfully, to visualize your experience and to just enjoy this magical moment. When it is time to abandon our journey for another time, I will guide you home. Take in a normal breath now and let it go. Another breath in and another breath out. Another breath in and another breath out. Just bringing your breathing back to normal. As you admire your newfound treasure, you realize that your oxygen tanks have just enough air to return to your boat. You kick your flippers and aim for the glistening sunlight that is shimmering on the water's surface. And stopping a few times along the way, you soon spot the bottom of the boat and can see that it is rocking gently in the water. Moments later, your head emerges from the water and you reach out to grasp the rungs of a ladder that leads to the top deck. After pulling yourself aboard, you remove your regulator, your mask, your scuba tank, and finally, your flippers. You wiggle your toes and lie back on the deck, enjoying the comforting warmth of the sun on your face. You marvel about your journey to the seabed and the special gift you discovered in the treasure chest. Your adventure has been fun, but it is finally time to return home. Pay attention now to the room in which you sit or lie, and slowly become reorientated to the present moment. Gently open your eyes and give yourself a good stretch, and remain resting for a few moments until you've regained full alertness. And then continue on with your evening, feeling renewed and refreshed. Thank you for attending this mindfulness session.